Hey guys, Sean C. Phelps with the brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop fair today. Today gonna go out today, see what things came out today, see what things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, there's actually a handful of big things are releasing today. The main big release is Captain America: Brave New World, and I know there's gonna be a, I believe I saw a Steelbook for that one. I don't know if it's an exclusive one to anywhere specific, like there's a Walmart one or not. Also though, Mickey 17, that's releasing today, as well as a Black Bag, and then Better Man is releasing today as well. And then also at the end of the video, I'm going to have a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for you guys to check out as well, for some things I received a review and talk about for you guys. I also wanted to make sure to mention as well, if you guys had not seen it yet, I posted probably, I think it was like Thursday, the trailer, the first teaser for my new film, Desert Fiends Part 2. So the teaser's up. I'm going to put the link below if you guys haven't seen it. So definitely check out the teaser. And also, too, I'm going to share an on-set video that Kyle Rappaport did while he was on set of the film. He was there for about a week. So he filmed a whole bunch of behind the scenes on set. So lots of different interviews. So I'm going to link to that as well. And if you guys haven't gotten a chance to see Desert Fiends Part 1 yet, you guys can order the DVD and Blu-ray from Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble and all the kind of main online Blu-ray and DVD places as well. Of course, you can also rent it digitally as well. But anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go, and outside, the boys are out there at the chocolate bars again. They always come back. I don't know. And I saw they were getting some kind of a lecture. This one guy was like giving them some lecture about the whole thing, because it's sort of a known scam kind of thing in this area, but I think it's a lot of areas going on. But that's why when I was talking about it, it's like it's a pain. And I'm one of those kind of people, you know, I've got certain, you know, spectrum-y things, and I don't like small talk or any of that business, and I don't like any weird like conversations or people that kind of like give you weird grief. And let me tell you, sometimes if you don't give like those money to those kids, they give you really weird grief, and they also throw back like strange insults. And that's why sometimes I get like activated, because there's weird insults. And oh my God, there's been weird insults if you don't give them True Clip Bar money. But anyway, though, let's take a look right here in the front, see if anything changed. I think all these ones on the bottom are different. These like, I think every one of those ones was changed out. But in here today, though, I ended up finding the Jason Momoa figure, the Minecraft one, but I'm looking for some of the new Ben Cooper ones. They have a whole new line of them that came out, the Costume Kid Ben Cooper ones. But yeah, in here, though, I was talking about the Ben Cooper ones. Now, the ones that I'm looking for are not these ones. These are the glow-in-the-dark ones, but they're their standard line. They put out a brand new one. I found the one that's it's called the Visible Man, but it's technically like the Invisible Man one. I've seen that one. That's the only one from that line that I've come across so far. So I'm trying to find that. Like the one store that I was at, they had like 8 of them. It was really strange, and they had no other ones from the line. But other than that, though, that was the only one from that I had seen. So I'm still trying to find that. It's weird, though. Like this one at one point, the one that was the creature was really hard to get. Like this was one of the real rare ones. And now you commonly see it all the time. It's sort of weird. Like some of these ones I notice are hard to get. Then all of a sudden, they're kind of everywhere. But doesn't look like they have any of them here. Like I said, I'm going to go to a different area, because I've been to a handful of Targets all around here. So I'm going to look at a different area today and see if I can come across any different ones as well. You always have to make sure to check over here, though, because it's like the spillover section, and you never know it. They could randomly have it over there, but I can kind of tell right away, though, because you can tell by the box. Doesn't look like anything different here from what I can tell. Let's peek down, though, over here, and let's see, because I'm still trying to find, though, you can even see the Minecraft right here. I can even tell just from right here, I see none of the figures. I usually know what they are right away. Even the turtles, though, it's been the same exact retro ones of the one Splinter from the movie. Other than that, the same one. So nothing different for a while with those ones. And people have said online, the comments, that a lot of times the flippers and stuff, or scalpers, are always like doing like the store pickup and finding those ones. So I think that's what happens, is a lot of times the rare ones I'm trying to find, people do like the store pickup with them. And sorry I'm kind of stopping here, it's because of the music. Into Walmart we go. At this time of the year, though, there's nothing really new when they have, like, you know, for like the holidays and stuff. They don't really change it out to too much. It's kind of like just sort of random things. That's sort of older Squish things back there, kind of just like random leftover ones. They have a few weirder ones though, like these ones that no one seems to have gotten, like these kind of funny ones. It seems like that there's certain types I notice with Squish that they do, and then like they kind of come and go. Certain like types of them they don't like sell very well, and then it's kind of like, all right, that's it for those, for for that type. But we'll see if there's anything different in here toy-wise as well. I feel like like I've mentioned many times, that they're going to be changing out the Bloody Disgusting section at some point as well. It should be new stuff, unless they're not going to have it anymore. I hope that this section continues on, because they've had it for a number of months now, and it's changed through at least 2 or 3 different times. So I'm hoping it will have another change through, because I like this stuff in this section. I know some of it sits though. I know that can be the problem, is some stuff really sells well, like the Terrifier tape and certain things, and then other ones just don't. So we shall see. I can tell though, turtle-wise though, real picked over, and nothing, none of the retro ones. I don't think I've seen that car one down there before. I saw too they're going to be re-releasing a lot of the Power Rangers ones again too, like the original ones. Yeah, they have one of the movie ones, the Creeper. Other than that though, that's the only one that I see. Same with the stuffed animals. Anytime they have the stuffed animals, those go really quick as well. But yeah, not looking like anything different here from what I can tell. We'll go over to the movies though and see. All right, good news. It's looking like things have been changed out. So yes, I'm seeing things change. I see Captain America. I see the Blu-ray for $29.97. The 4K for these are switched around and the wrong. And then they have this version of Captain America. So this is the collectible Walmart exclusive one that has the pop-up packaging. That's cool. And then the DVD is $19.96. Then they have a 4-movie collection here for $49.96. Mickey 17. They have the Blu-ray for $24.96, DVD for $19.96, and then the 4K for $29.96. And they have that show Landman season 1. They have the Blu-ray and then the DVD for that one. Let's check though over here on the side. Anything different over here? Doesn't look like it, and there possibly could be a few things changed in this area. I see a few new Steelbooks. I see the Masters of the Universe one, and then this Wanted one. That's definitely a new one. But let's see, in here, I see Panda Bear in Africa. I think that's a new one here. I don't know anything about that one, Panda Bear in Africa. And then Black Bag, they have the Blu-ray up there for $29.96. And then they have Dune Prophecy for $19.96 for the DVD of that. Better Man, it looks like they only have the DVD for Better Man. And then the 24 Hours to D-Day. This one is called Striking Rescue. And then My Dead Friend Zoe. That one I was kind of interested in. And then they have a 2-pack one here from Hallmark 2-pack. Other than that, though, that seems to be all the new things. But let's check down here and see. Yeah, see, still the same stuff. I'm really wondering when this is going to change. Yeah, it's still, I know at some point this is going to have to get updated. When, we shall see though. Into the second Walmart we go. This is one that I just about never go to, so we'll see if this one has anything different. Now, it would be nice if you opened up for me if you don't mind. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. This is one of those weird ones that has a Charlie's cheesesteak in it. You never ever see that, like the cheesesteak thing in here, but we shall see if there's anything different in here today, though. We shall see, fingers crossed. Like I said, this is not one that I come to that often at all, though. Yeah, luckily enough, though, this one doesn't seem to be having really any music. It's like very quiet. But let's take a look down here, though, and see anything different whatsoever. This one, this is weird. This is a very strange Ninja Turtles one, because somebody opened it up and took the backing out, because you know how it has this backdrop to it. These are actually from a while back. These came out, and they're like selling them without the backdrop. So how weird is that? There's no backing to it. It's still $25. It's only a little bit off. Like, who in the world would want that one with the stuff taken out of it? That is really, really strange. So somebody must have like just wanted the backdrop or something. I don't know. Taking a look here at the Minecraft, see if there's anything different. Don't see anything movie related, but I always have to make sure to check too for the Simpsons, because you never know. This is the one I'm trying to find, the small size, the 2.5 inch, because it's a Walmart exclusive one, but you just about never see it. That's really the only one that I'm really trying to find until they release a new series, because I'm sure there's going to be some new ones coming out soon, but nothing really different here. We'll head over to the movies though and see anything different over there in this section. Here's all these things too that are all on clearance. Oh, I don't know if they're on clearance in here, but some locations are down to 50 cents for these things. But we'll go over here though and see where the movies are and see if just by chance there's anything different in here though, but we shall see. Yeah, this one though, it has everything locked up. It even locks up the Steelbooks. I don't think I've ever seen a location that has all the Steelbooks locked up. The Steelbooks are usually always out. They have one of the older Ring ones in here. And see, these are even the front new releases. They didn't change it out for today's stuff, but this one locks up all the things. I see still one of the Terrifier 3s. Just making sure there's nothing different in here. Was this stuff for today? Oh yeah, the spots for today, black bag. So they have the spots where they just didn't switch anything out in here. A pretty big section though, it goes down. They have a lot of them. Let's see down here though. Here's their section, you know, on clearance as well. Like I said, at some point, this is gonna have to switch out. I'm sure it will, but I just don't know, you know, when they're gonna change it to the new things. I hope, like I said, I really, really hope they do, because I really liked that horror section. So hopefully it continues, but just checking to make sure I don't see anything different in here. Sometimes there can be different, you know, figures and stuff mixed in, but it doesn't look like it from what I can tell. Oh no, over here's a few more things. Here's the Lilo and Stitch setup they have for the new movie. Little Crocs and little Stitch figures and stuff. Let's see over here though. Here's the section I was looking for. This is the other one you always have to make sure to look at. So they have some of those Ben Cooper ones, but none of the new ones. Let's see, the Megan. Just trying to make sure there's nothing different here. Doesn't look like it from as far as I can tell. This one I don't think I've seen that often. This Pennywise one, maybe I have, I don't know. Let's see. Anything, that's a different one I definitely have not seen, at least in a while. This Where the Wild Things Are one. Is this a new one? I don't remember seeing these ones, but seems to be all the main new. Oh yeah, these are new too. These are kind of funny. Ed, Ed, and Eddie pops. Like, these are definitely not ones that you would think to see, so that's pretty cool. Into the second Target we go. Now this is a very different one. I don't think pretty much hardly ever even gone to this one on video. So we will see. The $1, $3, and $5 spot is kind of like to the side in this one. This one has a kind of a different look to it. And this, yeah, it's definitely got a weirder layout. It's sort of funny, like a weird tomato can and olive cans, these little plates and stuff. These are definitely newer, but we will see what's in the toy section. Hopefully there's something different though, but we shall see. I see some Pac-Man donuts in here, Krispy Kreme ones, but we will see what they have though. It's so funny, guys. I was looking through here going, oh, I don't think I saw any. I couldn't find any. And back here, real far back hidden, was one of the new ones, the alien one. That's one of the ones I really wanted. I found like the Invisible Man one already. I want to try and find the clown. Ultimately, I'd like to find all of them, but I'm glad to find this one though. This is one I really wanted. It was so funny, guys. They actually had another Jason Momoa. I already have this. So me and my brother already found it. So I'll leave this for somebody else. But so funny, this one even had a Jason Momoa figure in here too. Into the third Target we go. And I was glad though that other location, it was like I really looked through all the stuff, and it was so funny they had that one like hidden way behind all this stuff in here. So but into the third Target we go. We'll see though if this one has anything different as well for the Ben Cooper or any of the figures and stuff. It seems like that last location had a lot of different stuff. But it's so funny how the one was kind of hidden back behind the stuff though. So we'll see if, in case this one, if it has any of them, they hide them behind anything and stuff. I've always learned you definitely want to check behind things and stuff. This one though always has kind of a different layout to it. But I've always in the past though found things in here, like surprisingly, because it's one that's kind of like cut off from things and stuff. I see there's a Bigfoot there, but this one's always kind of cut off from things, so I sometimes come across stuff at this one. Yeah, like see guys, like this location has some of the turtle ones, but it looks like, yeah, all the ones I have this one already, the soccer one. I'm trying to find the basketball one. That's the one I'm still trying to find, but I have this one already. But yeah, this area out here, like I said, you come across different stuff, but only see those two ones. And then Simpsons Wild wise. Seems to be the same ones though too. But we'll see though if this location though has any of the Ben Cooper ones. Like I said, you have to really look, and things can be kind of hidden away. You know kind of right away though what the box is, like the blue box or those ones. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure, because people kind of like shove them sometimes down in this area. And then like I see there's a superhero one there, the Batman, but that's not the new line. And oh yeah, here's some. Here I see, oh, here's a bunch of them. So they have the Visible Man, which I have already. They have the clown. They have a bunch of clowns. So they have Visible Man and the clown. So that's cool. So like I said, you have to really look. They have a ton of clowns. I have to find which one looks like the best shape, because you have to always look, because sometimes the faces can be like looking down, or the box can be sort of squiggled up and stuff like that. This one looks like pretty good shape. So this one seems like it got a bunch of Visible Mans and a bunch of clowns, but you see they don't have any of the mutant one, and then the Wolfman and the monster. Just making sure there's no other ones. But yeah, I've done good out in this other area, so that's good though. Like I said, you can sometimes come across different things. Doesn't look like anything else different here from what I can tell. Like I said, just making sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, I decided to end up going over to the mall, so I'm just gonna walk through the mall. I'm at it, cutting through the round one on here. I think round one's kind of cooler than Dave & Buster's, because round one has way more pickup machines. I always like more of the pickup machines and these kind of things as well. But they have so many machines. When you go to like Dave & Buster's though, they only have like one little machine, but round one is kind of like all the pickup machines. But in this mall, there's a couple little spots. I'm gonna look inside of the Macy's to see if in the Toys R Us they have anything different. So we shall see, you know, what they have in here. This is a decent mall. I go in here every so often. They have one of the Mongolian grills, one of the rolled ice cream things in here, but we'll go through here and see kind of what they have in here, so we shall see. But yeah, I just ran into the Macy's down there though, and you know, into where the Toys R Us was, and nothing new or different in there though. They're like blasting music real loud. This is the secondary Macy's. They have two different sides to it in here, but no, nothing different though in there though. What's funny to me, guys, when I think of the malls, I feel like the Great American Cookie, when they have those cookies where they used to draw on them, is one of the most 80s thing that still survives in some malls. Like, because I remember as a little child always seeing those cookies like those that people drew on, those big size cookies. So it's just so funny that that still exists. That's like one of the things that's like really retro that I feel like has kind of stayed around, but you don't see it in too many malls though. Only like certain locations still have them. But see those cakes, those cookies they draw on like that? It's such a funny thing that those still exist, because like you said, those are some of like my earliest memories as a kid, was those things. So this is the last one out in this area. So we will see if there's anything else different here, if this one has any more of the Ben Cooper ones. But I pretty much was able to find the two ones I really wanted to find most, which was the alien one and the clown. So crazy that I was able to, and I found the Visible Man one already too. So it was like, the other ones would be, if I find them, would be great, but I'm not as like on the hunt as much. Like the ones that I really wanted, I found. So that was good. It shows that like coming to different areas sometimes really is the key for finding stuff. But we shall see what's in here today though. We shall see. Yeah, the one day when I was in random Target, I wasn't thinking, and I saw for the dolls a Maggie one, and the Maggie one is one of the harder ones to get. Like you never see it. But in here though, this one seems to have a lot of these superpower Batman ones. It seems to be all this same one, this one for the most part though. Yeah guys, this Target location though, I'm glad they weren't all like this one. Like look at this, like it's so picked over. They have like some of the superhero ones, but none like, and this is like the most, like out of this kind of section, the most like picked over I've seen of all these ones though. So I'm glad they weren't all like this though. Anyway though guys, that was off my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also though, in the comments below though, let me know what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K if you guys ended up picking up anything today. Also let me know if you guys saw anything new in theaters lately, or watched anything new on streaming. This past weekend I saw a couple different films. I finally got to see Sinners, which I really was looking forward to seeing, but it was always, every time I was like looking at the tickets and stuff, it was so busy. It was like every theater was pretty much like just about like sold out. It was like only like terrible seats left, so I finally was able to see it. That was one of those movies, I liked it a lot. It kind of reminded me, because I know the director said it was like supposed to be kind of like Dusk Till Dawn with the faculty, and it also had a little bit of the feel of that movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. It kind of reminded me of like, almost like, because I think it was set during the same time period that Life was. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit as well. And the other movie that I saw, which was one that I was really surprised with, like from the trailers, I'm like, I don't know how good this is going to be, but I loved it. The one, A Clown in a Cornfield, that was so much better than I thought it was going to be. And I was like really surprised too. I didn't know who was going to be in the film, and Lemons, Will Sasso was in it, who I've been a fan of forever. Will Sasso's great, but I always think of him, no matter what, is him going Lemons. I don't know why. I can't get that out of my head, even though before that I'd always think of him as Kenny Rogers. He's like, oh yeah, Kenny Rogers, and this is Kenny Rogers, Welcome to Jackass and stuff. Like, I don't know, I followed him forever, since the Mad TV days, and for literally forever. So I'm actually glad to see he's doing like horror movies like this, because maybe if someday I'll try and get him in something that I do. And then the other movie that I saw was Thunderbolts, which is one which I will say was probably one of the better Marvel movies I've seen in a long time. Like, I really liked that one. I was very surprised at that. I thought the story was really fun. That one's definitely worth checking out. But if you guys saw any of those films this past weekend, let me know what you saw. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews, and also be sure to check out the links below to check out the trailer for Desert Fiends, the teaser for Desert Fiends Part 2, Kyle Rappaport's video blog from the set of Desert Fiends 2, as well as the link to order the DVD or Blu-ray of Desert Fiends. Anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Disney and Marvel, and this is the 4K All-Trace Steelbook edition here, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy of Captain America, Brave New World, the new Captain America film. This one has Harrison Ford in the film as Red Hawk. I thought Harrison Ford did a great job in this one. I love the Steelbook look for this one. It's a different kind of look that they've had. Kind of like, I don't know, it's a different look. I like the way that one is designed. I'll show you guys a little look inside for this one here as well. Here's a look, though, at the discs for this one. But I really like this one. Basically, though, feature-wise, though, too, this one has on here, join Anthony Mackie for a look at Sam Wilson's past, present, and possible future. It has on here old scores, new scores, get the lowdown, Sam formidable foes, gag reel on here, deleted scenes, has a commentary track with the director of photography on here, as well for this one. The next one here, this one was from Universal. This is one I was really interested in seeing, and this one I kind of felt like came out of nowhere, because Soderbergh, I feel like, has done a lot of things like this. He did Presence, and he's done a lot of movies like kind of back to back to back. And this is one here. And I thought this one kind of had a different sort of feel to it, but in the same time, it was kind of in the vibe, I guess, of like Ocean's 11 and that sort of feel somewhat. But it was a little bit more like a spy, like British spy kind of feel vibe. It was very different. It didn't have, like, when you look at like either Logan Lucky or Lucky Logan. I always mix up that movie title, but that one was kind of done more comedic and a little bit more silly in some of the stuff, though. This one here is a Black Bag, which stars Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender, and it's basically, though, both of them are kind of like they're sort of like spies or something like that, and basically kind of these undercover agents, and then it kind of becomes like it's almost like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith kind of movie. It kind of has that sort of vibe when their clients end up becoming each other, essentially. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, though. It's definitely not my favorite Soderbergh movie. My favorite of all time is Bubble. Like, that one, I know that's one you don't hear about too much, but like, to me, something about Bubble was just so good, and I feel like hardly anyone's seen it, and it's just this incredible movie. This has on here, though, the Company of Talent featurette, designing Black Bag, and deleted scenes on this one here as well. The next ones here, these are some really cool Steelbook releases here from Sony. This is a brand new 4K Ultra HD edition here, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy of John Carpenter's film here, Starman. Really cool Steelbook for this one here. Like I said, this is the 4K Ultra HD edition here of the film. I'll show you guys, though, a look inside here as well. Here's a look, though, inside at this one here. And then feature-wise on this one, This one has on here a commentary track with John Carpenter and Jeff Bridges, 21 deleted scenes, behind the scenes, time lapses. They came from Hollywood, remembering Starman featurette, making a featurette, a music video, still gallery, and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. The other one here, which is kind of interesting, it has a different kind of layout where the 4K, where it kind of is at the bottom. And I don't know if I've ever seen... I guess there might have been some like that, but I always think of the 4K being at the top when they put it like this. But it's designed differently because you have Heath Ledger's name at the top, and this is the film Knight's Tale. And I feel like this is the first time I think there's been a Steelbook that had Heath Ledger's face on it. I can think of, because I know there's never been like a Steelbook of anything else that was released, I think, over the years. I'm always surprised there's never been like a Steelbook of like the Joker's face or something that they've done for like the Dark Knight. I always almost can imagine something like that, but there's never been anything like that as far as I can think of. And lately, maybe there's been some like a foreign edition or something like that, like the Joker on the cover, but like as a Steelbook, which would be kind of cool. And this one has on here though a brand new deleted and extended scenes. That's one thing that's pretty cool. Is Sony, for a lot of their releases, has been tracking down like lost deleted scenes and things that have never been released in the past. I always hope they would, they would do that when they released Problem Child again. And especially too, I saw coming out is going to be Ace Ventura. It's like, please get that deleted scene on that. We all know about it, that dolphin trainer scene. It's like, that's why I like when companies, track them down and find the stuff. This one has on here, like I said, new deleted extended scenes, commentary track on here with the director and Paul Bettany, 6 deleted scenes on here, Quill and Quarterhose, second unit photography, gag reel featurette, Robbie Williams and Queen on here, and in domestic international trailers as well. And here's a look though inside the Steelbooks for this one as well. This is like kind of the classic kind of cover I always remember for this one. The next one here, this one was from Warner Brothers, and they sent over a free copy. This one to let you guys know this one was available, and I saw this in theaters as well. And I thought this was a fun movie. This is from the director of Parasite. This is Mickey 17. And this is sort of fun. Like, he has a real funny voice, and he's like, well, so I was thinking about what I wanted to do with myself, and I really didn't know. He's kind of a little bit like George McFly. They was doing in this, like a little bit. You could tell, like, Pattinson was kind of trying to go for that George McFly Back to the Future thing a little bit. Basically, though, this is set in the future, and his character basically goes into this program where he gets kind of copied into the computer, and basically he goes and is like a test subject or all these things he's going to die in. And basically every time he dies in these test subjects, or like missions or trying to see about something, if you can like not get poisoned by this gas and certain things, every time he dies they bring him back. And basically what ends up happening though is they screw up, and there's a time when he's not dead and they bring it back, and there's 2 of them, and if there's ever 2 of the people there at the same time, they both must be destroyed. So it's basically what ends up happening. Really fun movie in here. I like this one. It has on here though, also Toni Collette is in the movie, Mark Ruffalo. It has on here feature-wise, the behind the scenes on here, some featurettes and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. The next ones here, these ones are from Movie Zing. I'll have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. And this is one that I don't know if this one was ever released before in the past on Blu-ray, and this is a reissue. I don't feel like I remember it being out, but it may have been released like years back. I just don't remember about it. But it's a movie that I always really liked, and you don't hear about it as often. It came out in 2005, and it's Just Friends, which is hard to believe that this movie now is 20 years old. This has Ryan Reynolds, Amy Smart, Anna Faris, and Chris Klein. It's just a really fun movie, and it's basically, though, about like, it's sort of like Ryan Reynolds. It's one of those kind of things where his character used to be heavy when he was younger, and like he was kind of neglected. When he comes back to town, he like the one girl that Amy Smart's character kind of likes him, but she didn't before, and she's seeing somebody. So it's a whole big thing, and he also is seeing Anna Faris's character. So it becomes this whole big conundrum. Really fun movie. Has on here though commentary with the filmmakers, behind the scenes featurette, 6 alternate and deleted scenes on here, music video, a gag reel, and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. And the next one here is from moviezing.com. It's also from Brainstorm Media, and this is one that I'm actually really glad now is available. It's one of those movies, I actually saw this in theaters. It's a movie here called Some Other Woman, and basically it kind of went to theaters, and then from what I could tell, kind of went missing from everything. It didn't go on to any streaming platforms, and it came out, I think it was in like a year before it actually came onto any streaming platform. So it was like 1 year, and then like a year after that it ended up going on. So I think it was this year it actually ended up releasing in January, I believe, on like streaming platforms. But it actually released the January before, and then kind of never came out. So it's finally out, this movie. And it was weird. There's like another movie called like Thorns, which was the same kind of thing that like I saw and like never came out. It was like only available, like seeing one theater. Really weird when some movies like nowadays, like they go to theaters, but almost before they have a distributor, and they kind of put them into theaters beforehand. And I think that might have been the case with Some Other Woman. I don't know for sure, because I swear it might have been a different distributor originally. Like I said, I don't know, or do not remember, but regardless, this is one of those movies. It was almost like they say, like a fever dream. I saw it, it vanished, and now it's out. And it has Amanda Crew, and I always think of Amanda Crew from that movie Sex Drive. She's been in tons of movies, but that's one of the movies that I always think of. And then Tom Felton and Ashley Greene. And basically, though, there was a movie like this before too that was very similar. And I like these kind of films where it's like these weird sort of like odd characters kind of come in, and basically it's like Amanda Crew's character is with Tom Felton, and then all of a sudden Ashley Greene's character kind of starts showing up, and it's almost like she's trying to take her life away. It's got this sort of like single white female kind of vibe to it and everything, but really pretty good movie. And like I said, glad that it's now available. The other film here, which is from Kino Lorber, and this is a great new release here. This includes the 4K and the Blu-ray of the film here, Vice Squad. And this is a really intense movie that you don't hear about too often. It's from 1982. And when I think of this one, I always think of that one movie, like 10 to Midnight or something too. I don't know why. Like I always think of that one. It's like, because I feel like they have a similar kind of look, and like this one's really gritty. And like when it comes to like those really super gritty movies that deal with like prostitution and things like that in the 80s, this is one of the ones I feel like that was one of the most gritty. And Wings Hauser's character is insane in this. And basically he's this crazed pimp and this one woman who kind of goes undercover as a prostitute and gets kind of recruited by the police to help lure out and find the, Wings Hauser's character. It's just an intense movie. Has on here a commentary track on here, 2 different commentary tracks, interview with Gary Swanson, interview on here with the director, some producer interview on here, interview with some of the actors on the film, looking at the filming locations, theatrical trailer, radio, and TV spots as well on this one. The next one here, this one was from The Asylum. And I'm glad the Asylum is releasing physical discs of their stuff. They don't please put everything out physically, but they do for the most part. Like, I think it's like kind of half and half. So I'm glad that they do put out physical stuff for their movies. It's a movie here called Gladiators, which is kind of like, this one has got the real throwback kind of vibe to like those takeoffs. They do them here and there. They don't do them as often now, but I remember back in the day, Asylum would do takeoffs on kind of so many different movies. And the one that I always remember was the first one I had ever seen. I always remember too, when they were promoting at Comic-Con, was Snakes on a Train. That was the one that I always remember. And I remember getting kind of obsessed with the whole idea of the, the mockbuster. So I remember I did really pay attention to this stuff really early on. I thought it was just kind of a cool concept of doing like almost like a parody or their own kind of takeoff on them as well. And this is basically their version of a Gladiators type film. And it has a similar kind of vibe and everything. I actually thought it was pretty well done. Vernon Wells, is in the movie here as well. The next ones here, these ones are all from Mill Creek, to let you guys know that we're available. The first one here is a new Ultraman release here. This is Ultraman Trigger, the new generation Tiga, I think, a Tiga. I'm probably saying that totally wrong, but this is it has on here some episodes on here. I guess it has like the Ultraman combo, all 25 episodes, plus episode Z on here as well. I'll show you guys though a look inside here. It has a episode guide as well for this one. And then it is a, let's see, is it a 2 or 4 disc set? 1, 2, 3, 4 disc set here for this one here as well. The other one here, this is a pretty cool Steelbook release, and this is a Netflix series, which they don't really, Netflix does not let a lot of their stuff always get released physically, so it's very cool. This one has a physical release, and this is Masters of the Universe Revelation and Masters of the Universe Revolution, Revolution or Revelation. I don't know, Revelation and Revolution. I'm saying these totally wrong. But it's this Steelbook release here. Here's a look though for this one here. And here's a look though inside, and it does include a episode guide here as well. So and it also has a character guide as well that appear in the episodes here. And the last 2 ones here are from Mill Creek as well. It's one here called Brothers of War. to let you guys know that was available here. And then the last one here, there's a documentary here, which has Ty Pennington, you know, from was it Trading Spaces that he was on? I think he was on a bunch, and then he was on like Home Renovation, a bunch of different things. There's a documentary here called No Address, which he appears in here as well. Anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.